Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Conan the Barbarian, issue 16. Okay, so this is the last part of the Steel Giant, Frost Giant's daughter, Conan 16. Went for the Texas cover again, really, really nice. This is almost like an epilogue because it's more about Conan himself than the actual. So Conan wakes up. He's still got the Gossamer covering that the Frost Giant had. So it's like, okay, she definitely existed. Everyone in the other group are kind of a bit annoyed about it. We get to see a flashback again to Conan where he's like, "Oh, you need to be you're working in the forge," and he's kind of complaining about being too hot and say, "Oh, okay, you need to, basically get, man up and realize that there's stuff that's unpleasant you need to do because it needs to be done." Um, and then Conan talks to the Norse guys about the giants, and they're kind of like, "Okay, she's definitely real, definitely there." Um, and then this guy basically decides to pick a fight with him, the other one of the AC guys. And it turns out that basically Conan, when he was young, had um, kind of like didn't believe in Crom because he couldn't see Crom, and it turns out that his dad was kind of similar, and he says like, yeah, we do it because we do it, um, but we don't, Crom's always been in our past. Flashback to the AC guy, and we have like a big fight with him for a couple of pages where he kind of basically knocks the crap out of him, kills him, and he basically annoys everybody else in the pie. Um, yeah, and then we go back to his kids' time, and he's again kind of mentioned about that they're the Crom Stone Soul, and we're the Stone Sons of Crom. Um, and it turns out this is kind of like the kind of revelation to Conan. That he's been carrying all this time through that, Crom doesn't exist because I can't see Crom. But then because he's had this kind of like revelation of seeing Frost Giant that apparently doesn't exist. That if they exist and he's seen them, then maybe some other things that he thought didn't exist in the past also exist as well. So he's kind of like a little bit more receptive to the teachings of his tribe. Which I thought was quite cool because we didn't really ever get much of that. We got a little bit of that mentioned in the first three issues, but the idea that like current Conan was kind of still feeling those um, kind of ideas. I mean, let's say this is supposed to be really really early in Conan's um, career because obviously he's shouting shouting to Crom all over the place after this. But that's pretty cool. Again, artwork's beautiful as normal. Um, but yeah, it's more of a kind of like an epilogue to it. But yeah, good stuff. Um, I'm quite interested to see where we go next with Conan. Um, I'm really enjoying the Blackstone stuff. I think that's really, really good. But I quite like the little one and done Conan stories more than the constant. This is what's this? Four issues of this? Five issues? Four issues of Frost Giant's Daughter? Um, which is a little bit long. Maybe. But yeah, again, I mean, it's Conan. Again, out of all the books I get, Isaga Jimbo, Conan are pretty much assured to be a decent read. Sometimes they might not be the most bestest thing you've ever read, but they are solid, high to mid tier kind of decent reads compared to some stuff you just pick up and go, oh my god, that was absolutely dreadful. Why did they do that? Well, you don't have to kind of question the inconsistencies and all this kind of stuff going on what you to do with other books. But yeah, so anyway, that's probably enough rambling about Conan now. So thanks very much. If you're interested in Conan, definitely keep a lookout for this. You can pick up the trades for the original stuff because the Titan stuff has been really, really good. Obviously, they've started re-releasing now the original Marvel Years stuff in the hardcovers. I'm hoping they're going to do collections of three trades for each hardcover, kind of like the Epic Collections work did with Marvel, because that just obviously makes them more accessible and less expensive to kind of bulk up in one go. And considering the amount of hardcovers we're going to get, I think it's like at least 10 for Classic, and then 8 or 9, possibly, maybe even longer than that for Savage Sword. And then you've got King Conan as well coming and all. It's a lot of books at 70 quid a time. So, it's like, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye-bye.